The Lewis Model, India and China. William Arthur Lewis's influential essay, Economic Development with Unlimited Supplies of Labor, which led him to win the Nobel Prize in 1979, suggested that an expanding manufacturing sector could absorb much of the surplus labor in agriculture and other subsistence sectors. The context. In 1954, Lewis wrote on the industrialization possibilities for underdeveloped countries having an unlimited supply of labor available at subsistence wages. The marginal productivity of such labor engaged in sectors such as agriculture was negligible, zero, or even negative. Their withdrawal from farms would, far from reducing agricultural output, make the existing holdings more viable and amenable to mechanization. The infinite world of Lewis. For Lewis, industrialization was a virtual inevitability for countries with surplus labor populations. The model suggested that the industry should pay wages just high enough to make men leave the family farm. As long as the higher wage levels matched the value of the additional output that was produced, the factories would keep hiring workers. In this situation, new industries can be created or old industries expanded without limit. The only bottlenecks to this transfer of labor from farms to factories were capital and natural resources. How has the model panned out in India and China? Agriculture employed about two-thirds of India's workforce till the early 90s. The share of employment fell from 64.6% to 48.9% between 1993-94 and 2011-12, but not much of it was due to manufacturing. Today, India still has a huge supply of surplus labor. China, from the late 70s to the 2000s, leveraged its large pool of surplus rural labor to become the world's factory. But for India, now, the opportunities for gainful employment through the conventional route aren't as much as before. Solution tailored to India. India is working on a new economic development model exploring the scope for job creation in and around agriculture itself. Such jobs need not be on the farm, but outside it, in the grading, packaging, transporting, processing, warehousing, and retailing of produce or the supply of inputs and services to farmers. There is also rising demand for bio-based products in cosmetics, medicines, building materials, polymers, specialty chemicals, or even as insecticides and fertilizers. All these can be the next big employment avenues outside and yet linked to the farm.